Hi everyone, it's time for your weekly tarot piece session, and this week's pick a card reading is what message is Spirit trying to get to you? What is Spirit trying to tell you that you just aren't hearing or you just aren't getting? Now, I am Cheryl Harnish. Hi, I'm your tarotist for the day, and I am the author of the Path of the Soul, Divine Guidance, and Return of Spirit deck. And all the information on where to have a personal reading with me, which are much more detailed than these group readings, just so you know, and where to get the cards, because we're using those in the reading today, is all right below the video in the video description. And the timestamps are down in the comment section, pinned to the top, okay? And just so you know, you guys, I absolutely love reading the comments and hearing what you guys have to say, because as much as you say that these readings inspire you and help you, your comments inspire me and touch me really deeply, and you are the reason I do what I do. Okay, just so you know. So I have to say thank you. All right, so what message is Spirit trying to get to you? Now we're going to do our two-tiered reading so that it's, more personalized to you. So the first part of the reading is going to be one of these three lovely choices of our Kick Butt Buddhas. So this is Kick Butt Buddha A. No, sorry. Testing you. Kick Butt Buddha 1. Okay. And this is Buddha number 2. And we have our last Kick Butt, Buddha number 3. Okay. Now, for our second choice, hope you guys are breathing and settling and relaxing. There's no cards for our second choice, for our second tier, because all the cards are going back in the pile for the second part of your message, okay? So our first choice, A, is Smile. I really like these. I just got them, just so you know. Sparkle, or Shine. And you can choose whichever one resonates with you. You can choose more than one pick a card. It's up to you. So this will be A, B, or C. 1, 2, and 3. Okay? So I'll let you guys pause if you need to, and I'm going to get us started with the readings. Hi, Group 1. How are you? Okay, so what message does Spirit have for you that maybe you aren't getting? I've been doing this for 13 years now, and I still have to. So we have Violet Flames. So right off the bat, this message for you guys is about your healing process here. Now we know what it's about. Worthy. So this is they're talking about your healing process of your value, your self-worth, your self-love, self-recognition, that sort of thing. Oh, I don't think this one has come out in quite some time. This is Wisdom Guide. And he's often talking about taking in new information, whether that's through classes, courses, that sort of thing. And we have the expansion card. Okay. So, now, this is funny because, this expansion card, a lot of the times when that comes out, it's talking about getting out to groups, classes, and courses, and it came out with the Wisdom Guide card. So it feels to me like this message is like, it feels like Spirit is really encouraging you guys to step into your own personal development. And I know many of you are already doing that and working it. However, it feels to me like there's new information, more areas for you guys to really explore. Now, I'm going to get out the last two cards. That's the one I'm looking for. This one, and we're taking this one. This guy loves to come out, and it makes so much sense. So we have Bull Guide, and I know many of you know what Bull Guide means, but this is about standing up for yourself. It's about your own empowerment, which completely makes sense with the Worthy card coming out. Because when we really do heal our own core value and worth, when we can see that we are truly lovable and deserving, and we cherish and honor ourselves, setting boundaries becomes easy. When we understand our own value, we naturally say, that's crossing a line here. So there's something here about you guys really healing some of these old core issues that are causing these type of situations where your boundaries are being crossed, where perhaps you aren't being treated properly by people in your immediate world, and you aren't treating yourself properly, like knowing in your mind that you deserve better out of life, better treatment, the kind of job that fulfills you, to have a home that like your heart feels like you can rest in, whatever the particulars are of your personal situation. This is talking about coming to a place of healing that perception that you have of yourself. Okay. Now, okay. Clarity. Now, this is an amazing reading, actually, you guys, because, the theme of this pick a card is, what message is Spirit trying to get to you that you aren't hearing or you aren't really getting? And it's like, it's time to realize just how amazing you actually are. You guys aren't seeing how special and important and valuable and worthy that you are as a soul here in the universe, here and in the universe as a whole, because it's really difficult to shine our light out into the world when we are feeling like we don't belong and we aren't good enough or as good as the rest of the world. And we have these situations where, we aren't feeling empowered or even know how to be empowered. And this stuff all goes back to what we learned in those first 7 to 8 years of our lives growing up. That's where it's instilled in us, whether our caregivers meant to or not. That's where our value and worth is installed into us, whether we believe for the rest of our lives that we are lovable, deserving, and worthy or not, right? And with that Violet Flame card, it's often talking about coming through a more difficult period. So it almost feels to me like Spirit is calling out you guys who have been on that maybe not so fun emotional roller coaster, doing a lot of these big dips, because this is about you coming out and coming into the light and getting some sunshine on your face and just going, I can breathe, right? The other thing with the Violet Flame card is in here, there's like a symbol of a bat. In Native spirituality, bat represents change. And so they're talking about a change coming up here for you. So you're not doing these big dips. Now, this is a steady, progressive growth sort of thing, right? Now, with that Wisdom Guide card coming out, now that's where they're saying like you need resources outside of yourself, but they are saying, like, I see this as a face and then this amazing like crown actual crown sitting over the third eye and the crown chakra, and the hands are like this. And so it's like tuning in, and it feels like you guys really have to trust and honor your intuition as to what avenue is the best avenue for you to take to really start to get some chips, hammering some of the chips away from this hard exterior shell that is keeping you protected here because of these issues around your value and your worth, okay? And the other thing with this card is that it's talking about not just taking classes, courses, or even learning new skills. Like it says it right in the booklet that this is about learning new skills. I feel like this is also about learning new interpersonal skills and relationship skills, and how your relationship with yourself looks, first and foremost, because that's what they're talking about here. And with that expansion card, see, these two actually really work well together, because there's something about, you know, there is this tremendous energy and this opening, and it's like the message that you aren't hearing is that you need to make some connections with people outside of yourself, you know, like-minded people, or people who are in same or similar life situations or emotional situations as you, because this is talking about groups, getting together with groups. And, you know, at times, some of them are actually, this can be that some of you have been through this process of healing, and it's time for you guys to start these groups to help facilitate this healing in others. And like each of you will know when you're hearing what I'm saying here, which one it is that is resonating for you. And then for others of you, it is about finding local resources in your community. You could do this online. I just don't have that like online sort of feeling that like this is talking about real people in real life, so that you can make that heart connection to actual people who are going through the same sort of journey as you, so that you don't feel like you're all alone in this, or you're the only one who suffers these issues in relationships and suffers with low self-esteem, because most of us have an issue somewhere with that, right? And through that, this brings you a tremendous amount of healing. So Spirit is saying you need other people to help support you and just give love while you do this. So look for groups and stuff like that. But what I love is that this clarity card is here. And this is like, if you don't know where to start on your journey of tackling this, or you know how to peel off the next layer of this onion, for those of you who have already been working hard at this, this is saying that the clarity, the understanding is going to come. And that makes sense with that wisdom guide card being there, which is talking about you really honoring your inner truth and honoring your heart, not your mind, right? When you see, oh, you know, I could learn this, or this, like honoring what your heart tells you is the right thing to do for you. And it seems like there's a lot of understanding coming for you guys as to why you believe what you believe about yourself, right? Because that's really important, is to understand the why. And through that, that's when your real empowerment, like Spirit is saying, it's time for your own empowerment. It's time for you to be able to stand up, speak up, shine. Like I know our three choices here have the word shine in it, and it might be influencing my brain, but I really feel that when I'm holding this card, that this is about you guys being out here in the world with really healthy boundaries, and knowing that it's safe for you to be vulnerable and to be open in your heart and be out here giving your gifts to the world. Okay. Now, This is just the first part. We have part 2, which is choice A, smile, choice B, sparkle, or choice C is shine. And I am available for personal readings, just so you know. You make your choice, and I'll see you to the next level. See you in a sec. Hi, Group 2. How are you? So let's see what message Spirit has for you that they're having trouble getting through to you. Okay. All right. So we have Feline card. And that Feline card is about making a big leap, a big jump forward in your life. And, you know, sometimes when that card comes up, it's talking about being stuck or feeling stuck and not knowing how to move forward, or like almost purposely holding yourself back. Okay, so the next card we have is mediumship. Now, kind of self-explanatory, but not totally, because this is talking about your intuitive connection. This is talking about you working with spirit as a mediary for the world outside of us, right? Like being the middleman here. Ooh. And we have opening. Now that's funny, actually, because the opening card is talking about opening more to your intuition, opening more to higher realms, to understanding that there is messages and information wanting to come through to you that is making it in on a subconscious level. But then as it comes to the conscious mind is stopping, blocking, or impeding the flow of that in some way. So that actually works really well with that mediumship card being there. And the other card that we have is alignment. And, you know, that it feels to me like with that alignment card, they're talking about not just a spiritual alignment, like an energy readjust, you know, that sort of thing. But it feels to me like they're talking about an alignment so that you get in alignment with your intuition and start to really work it, honor it, bringing it through out here, and that things line up out here in the physical world to match that, right? Now, it's funny, I'm just looking at these three. We have 3 different cards here, and look at all the pinks here, you guys. Holy cannoli. So pink is one of the alternate colors of the heart chakra. So this is talking about getting out of the head, getting down into your heart center, operating from your heart center, coming from that place of gentleness and softness with yourself, right? Instead of like push and force. Because, the message of the day is, what is Spirit trying to tell you that you're not getting or not hearing? And it's like, the message is, we want to give the message to you directly. Like that's what they're saying here. Now, we have 2 more choices, or 2 more cards to get out for you. So I feel like that's the one right off the bat, and this is our next one. So what else do we need to know here? And we're going this way. Goodness. Consciousness. Okay, I love that card is coming, because it actually really goes with what I just said, that, Spirit is working to get these messages to you, and they're entering in through the subconscious, and they're getting blocked with the conscious mind. And then we get the consciousness card, which is literally backing up what I'm saying. So a lot of this, what they're talking about with that, is getting out of your own way. Because sometimes we either want it so bad, believe that we can't, feel like we're stuck, or just believe that we're not good enough or doing it right or any of those things. And like with the consciousness card, I have to say, you guys need to realize that when we are incarnated, when we come here with particular gifts, and every single human comes with the ability to intuit what is right for them, what part of their path to take, where to go, who to interact with, holy crap, who to stay away from. We have this sixth sense intuitive ability. It's a skill we come here with. We are born with it. Only it's as we grow up, when we're younger, we're just hammered with use your logical mind, sit within your thinking and your reasoning. You think about that before you do that. That's what we are taught in school, teaches us to use the left side of our brain. But this is what this reading is saying, is like, you've come here with this gift and skill. It's just that it was never really utilized when you were young, and it was pushed aside. And you absolutely are intuitive. You absolutely are able to connect with spirit. You absolutely are able to be a conduit for spirit to work through. And that's what this is talking about here. And it's time for you guys to really embrace that and start to reinforce that within yourself, that this is a natural gift and ability that you've come with. You forgot, but now you're remembering how to use it, and you are intending and choosing to use it, because they're talking about working your consciousness to facilitate an opening here to realign alignment with spirit and your intuition, so that you can get unstuck and make this big jump, leap movement forward, right? Now, the next card that we have here, I love it. I'm so glad I pull at least some of these cards out on camera so you can see. This is the Awakening card, and it fits so perfectly, you guys, with this reading that you guys are having today, because this is about you guys leveling up, coming up to the next level. So I know that some of you already are quite intuitive. I know that we have every varying degree of intuitive use, knowledge, and understanding here in our group, for group 2. But what they're saying is that it's time for you to level up to the next stage, to the next level. And that this is a part of your own personal awakening, your own, soul path to really wake up to the higher truth of who you are, and understanding that you are pure awareness. You are connected to everyone and everything in this entire world, right? So it's through knowing and understanding that and awakening to these deep truths that you aren't this mind, you aren't this body, you aren't in this dream reality that seems so real. You are pure awareness, God incarnated, and you are connected to all things. Therefore, you can do, and often do, intuitively sense and move through this world, and it's about you returning back to that natural flow. However, they are, because it's come out, the mediumship card has come out with the feline card. I mean, they really aren't talking about only mediumship. For some of you, it will be actual mediumship, but this could be mediumship, this could be channeling. This is, I always say that it's a mirrored image of each side. Like if we split it down the middle, it's a mirrored image, and this is about each side coming out to meet and join in the middle. And like Spirit is saying, they are reaching out to you, and we just have to get your mind and your blocks out of the way for you to be able to reach back and make this solid, real connection where your intuition is completely open and in flow, and that you feel like you've, pulled the little flap down on the veil of this reality so that you're seeing through into the quantum field or higher dimensions, like whatever word resonates with you, okay? Now, this is not your whole reading. We still have one of our 3 choices, which is really going to add and bring this reading together. And we have choice A, B, or C, smile, sparkle, or shine, okay? So I will see you guys there in just a minute. Hi, group 3, how are you? All right, so what message is Spirit trying to get to you that you weren't hearing or you're just not getting? We're going this way. Right order. Now, you know, often when this card comes out, I feel like I'm reassuring on Spirit's behalf that everything is going to fall into place and that sort of thing. But I feel like when I held this card for you guys in group 3, it felt to me like it was saying that things are in the proper order right now. So there's some sort of questioning going on about, like, is this right? Is this really how it's supposed to be? Or, you know, whatnot. Let's see what else we have. Okay. So we have change of mind, which when that change of mind card comes, usually they're talking about a change of perception about yourself, about this world, about situations, about what kind of order your life is in, that sort of thing. Ooh, it's been a while since we've seen this one. And this is cellular healing. And that one is a card of healing the physical body, but down onto a cellular level. And a lot of the times we store good and, good and bad isn't quite the right word, but strong experiences that we have in this world, whether they feel positive, happy, and joyful, or negative, traumatic and emotional, anything that has a strong charge, we store that cellularly. We have cellular memory, and they're talking about a healing of that in some way. Nice. And we have the advancements card. So I feel like they're talking about some sort of release work that needs to be done here for you guys, okay? Now, we need to get the other 2 cards out because I'm not sure yet exactly what they're pointing to. I mean, it's definitely your healing. Hold on a second here. Okay. No, that's the one. Okay. So the next card we have is Kuan Yin, and that's a master number 33. And Kuan Yin is about self-compassion, compassion for others. And this is the one. And we have the friendship card. Okay. So with your reading here, you guys, I feel like this one is taking center stage. And with that cellular healing, I feel like they're talking about getting some release work done to really, to facilitate a physical healing. And that's whether you feel like you have physical health issues or not, because they're saying that there's been some incidences, some emotional hurts, wounds, whatever, that you're still carrying and storing cellularly within your body. And it's like, we do this work on ourselves, and then we get off the surface stuff, the stuff that's right here and easy for us to see. And it's like Spirit is saying it's time to dig deep, because there is a deeper level of healing that needs to happen here, a deeper process for you guys. But I feel like many of you have some physical symptoms that are remnants from the cellular retainment that needs to be cleared out. And, sometimes it's ridiculous as, oh, you suffer from headaches and there isn't really a cause, and you're completely healthy otherwise. Or, you have aches and pains or chronic fatigue, and all of these things is what they're talking about here, is like getting restored, cleaning this out. And with that change of mind card, one of the things that is coming to me as soon as I pick this up is breath work. Breath work is so powerful for getting us down deep into past what we know consciously, into the body, where you actually, things will start to come up to the light for processing. So I really feel like I need to suggest breath work here, along with whatever else you intuitively feel drawn to do. But with that change of mind card, it's talking about, okay, the right order card is talking about getting your health into order. But I also feel like they're talking about whatever situation it is that you're in right now, that it is the perfect situation, whether it's something that is causing you a lot of challenges or, is easy and flowing. Regardless, it's like this is the perfect setup now for you to really begin to deal with this stuff. And I feel with this friendship card being here that this is talking about like your personal connections, like your more intimate, closer friends and that sort of thing, and really using that as a support. And I feel like they're even on some level for you guys, they're talking about healing some issues, maybe with a friend or a few friends, or within your relationships, your friendships, that, that you're actually carrying this imprint in you from long ago, that when this gets cleaned out, cleared out, and healed, that it makes this improvement in your friendships because you're more clean, you're more emotionally available, you're more here in the present and not being run and operated by this old stuff that you're carrying within you. And there is a huge rejuvenation here because we have the advancements card, right? So, this is really a majestical card. And this card is talking about really feeling like you're making progress here. And I feel like they're also talking about not just with your healing and your physical health and feeling, like you have some relief from this heavier stuff that you carry with you, but that they're also talking about an advancement in the order of things in your life. Meaning, you clean out here, it's reflected out here. I say this a lot because it's true. That's, it's the quantum physics of the nature of the reality that we are residing in right now. But this card is probably like the biggest key to it all, because this is a Buddha Vista kind of card. Kuan Yin, she's sitting right here in Buddhist posture. And the whole key to this card is compassion for yourself, compassion for the situations that you've been in, compassion for the experiences that you've had, your reactions to them, how you responded. Like compassion and forgiveness, they reside hand in hand. So there's self-forgiveness that needs to happen here. And then, and coming from a place of compassion and higher understanding of how this evolved and why these things have happened in your life, that they were necessary to bring you to this point here, right? And that this leads to having compassion for your fellow human beings, and perhaps even for the people who were involved in some of the hurts that you've experienced here, right? So there's there's a big return to wholeness, like a very heart-centered wholeness here. Now, this isn't your whole reading. This is one aspect of it. We still have one of our 3 choices here, A, B, or C, which is smile, sparkle, or shine. And that will really open it up what else kind of goes along with this to really help you understand what this message is that they're trying to get to. I'll see you guys in just a second. Hi, Group A, for those of you who chose to smile. Let's see what we have for you. What more? Oh, beautiful. Okay. So we have the balance card. And I have to say, you know, there's this big Tao symbol that showed up in this fractal. And when I'm making fractals, I have no control over what's going to show up, how the image is going to look. It's done on hundreds and hundreds of layers of fractal formulas applied to a base fractal image. So when things like the Tao symbol show up, it's like shocking and amazing that this comes. Anyhow, this card is talking about balance, yin and yang, balancing your energy, balancing the dark with the light, balancing the feminine and masculine. It's talking about, because in that balance, that brings us to center. So there's something in this reading about you getting back to center here. Nice. And we have the shifting card. So when that shifting card comes out, that's saying some changes are coming up here. And, you know, the message that Spirit is trying to get to you is that it may not all feel super sturdy and steady as these changes. And I feel like, you know, you guys, I feel like you are implementing these changes to really restore the balance in your life, restore the balance within your physical body, within the emotional body, and getting things into a proper alignment. And so, you know, when the plates of the earth need to readjust, they shift, the plates shift, and the whole ground rumbles. So it feels like, you know, just be prepared and just know that things might feel uncomfortable in your world as you're making these changes, but you need to make these changes, and it's going to bring you to a place where you just feel so much better for it, right? Okay. And the last card is Royal Order. And the Royal Order card is all about your taking care of yourself, your physical vessel. Like, this is the only one you get in this lifetime, right? And so this is talking about really doing what you know you need to do that, you know, maybe you ignore or put off. And whether they're talking about, and you'll know what they're talking about here, but whether you're talking about your diet and what you're ingesting, or getting enough exercise, or get even the opposite, which is getting enough sleep, getting enough rest, getting enough quiet time, meditation time for introspection and to connect with the universe and get your energetic body in alignment. Like, there's changes coming up here that I feel that you will be naturally motivated to do, but the universe is saying, we're trying to tell you, you need to start making these changes for yourself to take care of you, so that you can restore some balance back into your life and feel healthier, better, stronger, happier, more joyful, able to just be here as you are and participate in the world. Okay, now that is your message for you guys. I am available for personal readings, which are much more specific to you. And all my information is right down below the video. I wish you guys so much love. I look forward to reading your comments. Hit the like, and I will see you guys again very soon. Take care. Hi, Group B. How are you? For our little sparkly souls, let's see what's the last part of your message Spirit has for you today. Return of Spirit, which is feeling like you're getting the wind back to your sails, then the wind beneath your wings, that you can actually take flight and move forward in your life and feel like, you know what, Spirit's got my back. I am protected, I am loved, and I am being led down my path. This is my spiritual truth. I'm living it, breathing it, being it. That's such a powerful, powerful message. The other card we have here is Deeper Look. So, I mean, clearly the universe is saying that a part of the message is about you taking a deeper look. I just want to see what they are referencing. This is the one. They want me to draw two, so I have to do it. Okay. The card that we have here is the Dove's card. And these two, like when you look at these heads, these look like two doves almost kissing or embracing, and their tails join at the bottom here. And the Dove's card, it does relate to love. It does. And depending on which of the previous readings you had here today, this is either talking about self-love or love within your relationships, and this is talking about moving into a new cycle, a new way of doing things, a new way of seeing things, and a new experience of that relationship in your relationship with yourself or significant other in some way. And the other card that's sitting here is the Shenrizi card. So we have another Buddhist deity. That's Shen there with his big droopy earlobes. And this probably, out of all the decks and all the fractals I've made, Shenrizi probably has the most wild, crazy, intense energy. And he is all about manifestation. So I feel like, you know, a part of the message that they're saying, deeper look, is to really start looking into your relationship with yourself, your relationship with others, that there's a new cycle starting, and this is about you manifesting a new, different change, shift, whatever the right word is that you resonate with. And that this is about you guys really exploring the deeper inner mechanics of manifesting, like the quantum mechanics of manifesting, the spiritual mechanics of it. So whichever, you know, resonates for you, whether you like, you know, trans surfing or Neville Goddard, whatever resonates for you, and really begin to explore that, because there's something about through this new cycle that you guys are moving into, you guys really feel like, yeah, I've arrived, I'm here, I'm in the right spot, and I'm really fulfilling my heart and my place in the world. Okay, so now this is a group reading. My personal readings are much more specific to you, and if you would like to have a personal reading, all my information is down below. I want to say thank you. I wish you guys so much love. I will see you guys again soon. Take care. Hi, Group C. How are you? For all our lovely shine people. Let's see. What is the final end of your message? Nectar of Life. This one has been coming out a lot lately, and usually when that's happening, there's a message that you aren't quite getting in it. And the nectar of life is about enjoying the sweetness of life. And sometimes we have these Velcro brains that everything negative that happens or is said to us or has happened in the past, it like sticks to our brain. I always say I have a Velcro brain for that. And this is about like really coming to that place where you start peeling that off and looking for the good in your life, forcing yourself to begin to make that shift and to see all these. There's so much joy, love, amazing things in your life that if you just begin to turn your attention to it, you will see it. My stomach is growling really bad. I hope that doesn't show up. I hope you guys can't hear that. The other card, besides the nectar card, we have the right card. So, a message that Spirit's trying to get to you that you aren't hearing, that this is about you guys writing. And that could be journaling. That could be just getting your thoughts out onto paper, getting your ideas out onto paper. That could even be like just doing some gratitude exercises, where you just sit with a pen and paper and write as free flow. Okay, you know what? I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for this in my life. I'm grateful for my one sock that came out of the dryer. Whatever you can think of, just to get your mind flowing and going in that track. And for some of you who are feeling called to do more substantial or significant writing, that for you, my lovelies, that is Spirit saying, it's time to get writing. Get on those projects that you're feeling called to do, because who or what is asking you to work on that writing is greater than you. It's your higher self, soul, God, consciousness asking you to step into that. And it will bring you a lot of joy, bring you peace when you just finally let go and into it and really let loose into it. Now, the last card that I have here is the Intuitive Arts Guide. Okay. So this is talking about really honoring your intuition. And it's like, the base of intuition, like starting with the basics and working your way up without pressuring yourself, you guys. And I feel like there could be some intuitive writing here. So again, I want to say the word I used before I pulled this card out, which is free flow. A lot of free, allow yourself to sit and write just whatever garbage is in your head at first, just to get it out, and crumple that paper and throw it away, and then continue to write and just be at a place that's, of rest, without pressure, whatever comes or whatever doesn't come, without pressure, to really allow your intuition to really open. So there's a lot here this week for you guys about, Spirit is saying, it's time to start honoring your intuition. And every time you acknowledge your intuition, that fortifies and strengthens your intuition. So it feels like the universe is giving you guys homework this week for you in group 3 on how you guys can really shine. Now, this is a group reading. Personal readings are much more specific to you. If you would like a personal reading, all my information is right here. Please do hit the like, subscribe. I wish you guys so much love. I'm excited to see you guys again very soon. Take care.